We're doing the Poke Bowl food truck. It's gonna be interesting. What'd you get?
It's like a combo, like their Ohana special roll, but then she threw in an extra bulgogi because we were from Georgia.
Yeah, that looks really good. All right, so I'm about to try the Poke Bowl from the Poke truck. What's the truck called, Samantha?
Ohana.
Ohana. It's called Ohana, the truck. What's up, everybody? So today I wanted to do a video on the pros and cons of living in Pensacola, downtown Pensacola here, and I figured I'd go over some plus sides and some negatives, and if you stick to the end, you'll know everything you need to know about Pensacola, because it's a really great place and I've enjoyed living down here, and downtown is getting really cool. It's like the big town vibe, but in a small town. So we're going to talk about it. We're gonna have some fun with this one. So I've lived in Pensacola pretty much my entire life, besides the stint I did in the Army for a while in Austin and, you know, a lot of different places. I've created an entire YouTube channel to show off the lifestyle here in Pensacola, so check those videos out if you haven't seen them. And since I'm a real estate agent here, well, why not go over some of the stuff you're going to encounter when you're living here. 1,999 miles left to Mexico. It's a huge one. His head's as big as you are, Rob. Here he comes, Rob. There he is. Also want you to comment down below with your thoughts and whether, you know, what's your pro and con list for Pensacola, and that way everybody can kind of learn from each other. So this video is going to be like a walk and talk tour of downtown Pensacola and Pensacola. So yeah, there's one of Pensacola PD's finest right there, just hanging out. The downtown area happens to be one of my favorite spots. It's a little loud to record, but you know, you'll get the gist of it. This is Old Hickory right here. This is one of my favorite hangout spots. Got World of Beer over here across the street. Intermissions. A lot of different places to just kind of hang out and grab a piece of pizza, especially during the fall. It's like a good just sitting area to just kind of bounce around and meet people. Definitely one of the pros of living in Pensacola is the beach. I mean, Fort Pickens is ranked like one of the top beaches in the state of Florida. I think like number 3, and I would definitely put it up to just about anywhere in the United States. I mean, I've been to the Caribbean, I've been everywhere. You know, between here, Destin, Panama City, the water is just like immaculate. But if you want to try Orange Beach, that's always nice too. Anywhere between Orange Beach and you know, Panama City is a great place to, you know, check out the beach. Orange Beach is a little more packed than Pensacola Beach, but you know, it's definitely seasonal. But you know, when you get down towards Destin, Fort Walton, you know, that area, Navarre, it's absolutely beautiful. Pensacola Beach is absolutely beautiful. You know, that's one of the main pros of Pensacola. We live around the beach. Like, that's all we do is hang out at the beach. You know, of course, the beach is seasonal. So in the fall and the winter, you know, a lot of it's basically, you know, very quiet. It's not a lot going on Pensacola Beach during the winter, but it's a great place. And this is definitely a place where you can be on a beach vacation in your hometown inside 15 minutes. And it's really just up to you if you want to do it. Like, Samantha's always yelling at me for not wanting to go anywhere, because I'm like, well, if I go down to South Florida or Key West or wherever, it looks just like it does out my back door. So I'm like, why not just stay here and spend the money in town and relax? And that's definitely one pro of Pensacola. So this is O'Reilly's right here, and this is another little hangout spot. It's like an Irish pub, you know, shaped like an old Irish pub, and spent many afternoons in there just hanging out with friends. It's a good like old town like pub vibe. It's really cool. It's a good place. You check it out. It's kind of hard to film in there. There's a lot of music. So it's been a lot of my old vlogs. So this is Jackson's Steakhouse right here. I've never actually eaten there. I've always looked in the windows as I went by. I hear it's really good. I've done the district review. I've done a lot of other restaurant reviews. Haven't made to Jackson's yet. Comment down below if you think I should do that video. Also, this is the park. Lots of cool places to just kind of hang out. And it's a lot of random cannons everywhere. I think this is where Andrew Jackson marched through back in the day. So the next one on my list is like the fishing and outdoors. Pensacola is known for its fishing and outdoors, offshore fishing, inshore fishing. We used to call it the cast and blast. We used to have a thing where we'd try to do a cast and blast all in one day, kill a deer, catch a fish all in one day. And it's accomplishable. I mean, you're only about an hour away from from like downtown, an hour away from being in the Deerwood. So that's pretty cool too. So Pensacola is also known for its like big city vibe, but in a small town. And we've gotten a really good downtown area, a lot of little small bars, breweries, got the art gallery, like here's one of the art galleries. There's the historical district that's like right down there. And there's even some art exhibits down there, which makes it pretty cool. So there's a lot to do in downtown. There's a lot of parades. There's a Wahoo baseball team. We even had the UWF football team playing in Wahoo Stadium, which is kind of cool. See, we're also known for our like local cuisine. Seafood is our name. Oysters is our game. Okay, and Joe Patty Seafood, great food, Peg Leg Pete's, Flounders, a lot of places on the beach, a lot of places downtown. That's just like there's a really good food vibe down here with us. We have the Seafood Festival, we have the Shrimp Festival, a lot of different festivals that's like catered around seafood. So, there's always something going on with food in Pensacola. We're doing the Poke Bowl food truck. It's gonna be interesting. So here's one of the art parks that I was talking about, and right over there is the historical district with a lot of the original houses from downtown. The house I grew up in was actually brought from over here to where we lived, and my dad put it back together. So it was like an old historical home. Which brings me into my next point is our location on the map. Like you can get to Atlanta, Montgomery, New Orleans, you can get to Tallahassee, South Florida. You're centrally located to a lot of things, and you can have a very diverse course of events around you. You can be in Texas, you can be in New Orleans in 3 hours, which makes it a very cool spot to kind of start, to live, because you can kind of bounce around the map fairly easy. So I don't really want to make this video too long. The next one is the Blue Angels. It's my favorite thing to do. Like in our neighborhood, we have them fly 3 times a week in Navy Point, and because the Naval Air Station is right next door to me, and we get to see them fly a lot. And then we have the Blue Angel Air Show here that happens every year, and it is a phenomenal event. 200,000 people on the beach. It is a spectacle to see. I've vlogged it a few times on this channel, and that's the beginning of the historical district right there. See, this is one of the historical houses right here. It's kind of like a little village. Check that out. Isn't that pretty cool? That's actually, I think, run and restored by UWF, University of West Florida. So a few of the cons, I want to wrap this up with a few of the cons of living in Pensacola, is it's a small town. So you can kind of do everything real quick. Everybody's kind of connected because everybody knows everybody that's lived here because it's a small town, especially in the downtown area. But, that can also be a good thing. You know everybody, and you have like a camaraderie of everybody kind of knowing each other, and, you can share the experiences of some of these places. And, it's like every pub you go into, you have a history there. But, you can do everything in the town in, a small amount of time, like any small town. Check out this church right here. My buddy was actually married in this church. Beautiful spot. I think one of the old pastors is actually buried underneath the floorboards. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But one of the next cons is it is a tourist town, so it's seasonal. So like, the beach is empty during the winter, which is a good thing, if you like that. It can be crowded during the summer for, good 2 or 3 months. Like the beach traffic, we're known for our beach traffic. The bridge that is right over there, like going into Gulf Breeze, Pensacola Beach. During the summer, if you don't get over that bridge by like 10:30, you're not getting over it because there's nowhere to park. So, that can be a con, but also when you get over there, it's a lot of fun, and that's why everybody piles in over there, because we basically have 2 good beaches, Perdido Key and Pensacola Beach. Perdido Key, when the bridge was out, everybody went to Perdido Key, and it started growing a lot. And then Pensacola Beach is, beautiful water, restaurants, volleyball. It's where you want to hang out, especially when we were teenagers. But yes, I get this question a lot especially if you're moving here and you're wanting to buy a property. My email's down below if you're looking for a real estate agent and you need to move here. But a lot of people worry about hurricanes. We're used to it. We usually just get some beer, some steaks, weather the storm and then dig our way back out and try to make something fun about it. And, you know, I've been through just about every major hurricane here, and you just take it in stride and you rebuild because you enjoy living here. The place is beautiful, and, you know, like, you can always rebuild, but being in a great location is something that's just not always easy to do. But in conclusion, I love living here. I moved away for years, and I longed for a home ever since I had left. It is a beautiful place. You know, I really enjoy living here. Check out my other vlogs if, you know, you want the vibe of what it's like to live here. But this was like a walk and talk video of downtown Pensacola, and you're basically 15 minutes away from a vacation. And, you know, if you put a price tag on that, I call it priceless. And, you know, with even with the housing explosion, like, it's still fairly cheap to live here and be by the water. It's like why so many people retire here. Beautiful place. And we got the VA, we got the, you know, 2 naval air stations, and there's a lot of stuff just going on. And it's a really awesome place to live, in my opinion. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below. I'm going to go into Hub Stacy's here and have a beer and call it an afternoon. So I'll see you guys later.